Hi, you're watching this video because you are interested in coming to the University of Utah to get your doctoral degree in psychology, and let me tell you, you have made a great choice. My name is Parisa Kaliush. I'm a fourth year clinical psychology doctoral student here working with Dr. Sheila Kroll, and I couldn't say more positive things about the program here. I am going to take you on a really brief tour. This is a tour that I would have taken you on if I got to interview you in person. I like to show applicants a little around campus, show them my office, show you where you might get to do some of your clinical training at the University Counseling Center and along the way where all the good food trucks are. So I'm going to try to replicate that experience to the best of my ability. For now, I'm going to go ahead and show you my office. Alrighty, let's step into my office. As you can see, we're on the 9th floor in the Behavioral Sciences building, and I have a surprise for you. Check out this view. I mean, this is just one of a kind view for a graduate student. Many of the programs that I interviewed at, graduate student offices were in the basement of a building. Maybe they weren't even offices. Maybe they were shared cubicle spaces with other students. And when I came to interview at this program, this view really just took my breath away. And now that I'm in my fourth year in the program, I've really come to value and cherish this view as a really calming space for creativity and productivity. There are hikes right there in the mountains that you can just take a break from your schoolwork and head right up to the foothills. And so I was really excited to show this view to you all. Let's see, the rest of my office, as you can see, it's a single office. There are not a lot of things in it right now because I've been working from home during COVID, but it's super cozy. You'll have an opportunity for single offices, shared offices. I did not have this office right when I joined the program. I shared my office with a lab mate and was able to acquire this office actually at the start of 2020. So I'm looking forward to coming back to it, hopefully within, sometime this year. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this video, and the next time you'll see me, I will be down at around that area because we're gonna head to the left behind the library that you see right there, and we're gonna head to the counseling center. All right, we are outside looking at the Behavioral Sciences building. It's not the prettiest building on campus, that's for sure, but it's one of the tallest ones. And let me tell you, early on in the program, if you happen to get lost, let's say, for instance, you get off at the wrong bus stop, not that that's ever happened to me, it is your North Star. No matter where I am on campus, I can always find this building, and that has been incredibly helpful for me. You can just see behind the building on the right side, that's actually the football stadium. It's beautiful. And so if you have an office, not like mine, which is facing where we're standing right now, but facing the other way, you can see down into the football stadium, which is kind of cool. Let me show you just quickly here. When the weather is warmer, when COVID is not a thing, there are tons of food trucks, really, really good food trucks actually. And so whenever I am making my way to the counseling center, which is where we're about to go, I usually stop at a food truck, typically the fried donut food truck. That's a personal favorite of mine. One other thing I'll point out is that straight up this path all the way at the end is the gym. The gym here is stunning. And up until COVID, a cohort mate and I took a gym class together every semester. Bar, rock climbing, spin, yoga, different lifting classes. We did a different one every semester, and it was a lot of fun. All right, so next time you'll see me, I will be way down that way, beyond what we can even see right now by the counseling center. Alrighty, so we just walked down that sidewalk path, past the library, past the campus store, and now we are at the counseling center. There are other offices here as well, but the counseling center does take over one of the floors. As a clinical student, this is where you will get to receive some clinical training during your second year. You'll get to do some individual therapy. You'll get some assessment experiences. The people who work at the counseling center are really amazing, incredibly compassionate, caring, competent. It was really a joy working there my second year, honestly. In addition to training experiences in this building, you yourself as a graduate student can seek mental health care. You can join different stress relief and mindfulness groups for graduate students specifically. There are massage chairs in this building that I definitely took advantage of during my second year in between therapy sessions. Yeah, so it's pretty cool that it's just right here on campus where you can receive this clinical training, really high quality clinical training. Outside here would also be some food trucks. Another favorite of mine, Cup Bop. So that was enjoyable to get after having some therapy sessions in this building. But yeah, so this is where I would have taken you on the tour just so you could see this and other parts of campus. And I'll go ahead and end this video there, I guess. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this really brief virtual tour of my office, imaginary food trucks, and right outside the counseling center. I look forward to meeting some of you virtually and getting to learn more about you. And I hope that I can answer any questions you have about the program, about living in Salt Lake City. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland, so let me tell you, moving here was a bit of a culture shock in some really great ways, actually. And I've really come to love living here. Yeah, so if I don't get a chance to meet you virtually or answer any of those questions, then feel free to reach out to me. Again, my name is Parisa. I'm in the clinical program working with Dr. Sheila Kroll. And congrats on applying to these programs and getting an interview. You're a rock star. You got this. And Happy New Year.